The following content contains stunts performed by trained professionals. Do not try this at home. We are investigative journalists. We are not police. We gather evidence that we know to be true, then turn that evidence over to police in hopes of an arrest. All suspects found within this content are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, guys, we're going to meet a 50-some-year-old man right now by the name of here in Traverse City, Michigan. He is a registered sex offender. What's the charge?
CSC assault with intent to...
And he has been chatting up a 18-year-old decoy of ours, Mr. My partner over here, and he's been calling him hot, sexy, beautiful, been very, very careful, as they're all being right now. They're all being very careful in this area because they're not sure if they're going to get set up or not. I'm going to meet him at Bryan Park in Traverse City right now down by the water. We're going to hop out, try to have a conversation, and then we're going to call the police and turn over all the evidence to them. This man is a registered sex offender, okay? This is not somebody who doesn't have charges. You can clearly see the disgusting charges this man has. And you can't chat up for your registered sex offender. So we all can clearly see there's been no rehabilitation. There's been no change in this man's life. He's still out here attracted to little and trying to ruin their lives. So let's hope we can get a conversation out of this guy. Let's hope we get an arrest out of this guy. But when this camera comes back on, guys, we're going to go for it. And we hope it ends well. But we'll see. All right. So we'll see you guys soon. Let's go. All right, guys, we're pulling in. He's in that. Is that a Jeep? Okay, there's in that green red Jeep right there, guys. He's gonna try and pull out, bro. I just know it. I pull right in front of him and let me get out, right now.
I'll go around.
I think, just park in front of him, let me get out, and then park right next to him. Is this your phone? Take this. All right, right here. Right here. Stop. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation.
What's up?
We need to have a conversation about the conversation you're having with Kate. Right now, I'm not here to hold you against your will, but I do have everything I can turn over to the police, or we can just have an honest conversation about it all.
Okay.
All right? You step out of the vehicle. Make sure I don't have no weapon. What's your name?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is nice to meet you again. Yeah. So what happened was Kate's parents got a hold of the phone. They've been actually messaging you a little back. They called me and talked to me. They didn't want to have a family member show up. They're a little bit pissed off, irritated that he was talking to an older man. So I am here. This is my partner. He's filming for my safety and your safety. Make sure I'm not going to extort you. Make sure I'm not going to touch you. Nothing like that. Make sure you're not going to hurt me. Okay?
Yeah.
Just like that. All right. So you guys. So how did you get a hold of Eden?
I met him on Grindr.
You met him on Grindr.
Yeah.
Okay. How did it go from there?
I just told him I told him I'd talk to him. I've never told him I would do anything with him.
Okay, I seen some of these comments here, and they seem pretty sexual.
I never said a sexual thing.
You didn't tell? Okay, so what about what game? You're definitely hot to me, cute. I want to hang out with you, adorable. Get your chores done. That seems a little bit sexual.
I told him I would talk to him here.
I get that. No, I get that.
I was never going to do anything with him.
You just was telling him he was hot and stuff?
Well, I told him he was cute, but I didn't know he was 15 at the point. So
he says you're so young, we can be friends.
Exactly.
And then he said something about, you says you're handsome, you says hottie. Well, this is clearly after 15. You called him hot well after that.
Okay. Well, I
and
wasn't
then we
do anything with him.
And then there's a part where he says, "Do you like BJ's?" And you said, "I do like BJ's." So why there was a sexual conversation?
But it was never going to happen. That's not what I was going to do.
But you understand.
Well, I know, but I'm not doing that.
But you understand, in the state of Michigan,
I understand.
once you've been told he was 15 years old, anything after that, sex related, is against the law. You understand that?
Well,
you know that, right? Because you're on the sex offenders list. I've looked you up. You should know that law very well.
Yeah.
So tell me how you got on that list, because I'm very curious about that charge.
I met him when he was young,
and we'll deal with this situation after.
He told me he told me he was 18. The kid I met years ago.
And what happened with that?
I went to prison.
Why did you go to prison?
Because we touched each other.
You touched each other?
Well, yes, we had
sex.
Not sex. No.
You didn't have sex.
No.
What was your charge exactly? Because I'm having a hard time remembering off the top of my head. It was CNC with intent to pay, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Okay. What did why did you get the intent to pension?
He went down on me once, and I went down on him once. That was it.
Was that here in Traverse City?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
2016.
2016?
Yeah.
So not long ago. How long did you go to prison?
2.5 years.
2.5 years? When did you get out?
2019.
2019?
Yeah.
How often do you talk to people that are underage?
I don't really. I have not really. Don't really. I have not really.
Because we have things that you've been flagged before this in my system. Your name's already been on my list. That's why once you started to talk to Kate, I needed to come talk to you. So how often? Be honest with me. If you're not honest with me,
I haven't really talked to any. If they're underage, I usually like block it. So he was wanting to hang out. I don't.
I understand you guys didn't do anything.
If he's saying he's gay,
uh-huh.
I'll talk to him because I know how it is when you're young and whatever.
And now there's two sides to that. I can understand that part because as if you're bi or gay as a young age, you probably feel like you got nobody to talk to. You don't want to talk to your parents about it. So as someone who's been through it, I can see that part. Okay.
I was not going to do anything with him. Trust me, I wasn't.
Okay, but you talked about it.
Originally, to start with, before he told me he was 15.
No, this is after that. He said, "How big are you?" You answered that question.
I did. I'm not going to do anything with him. I wasn't going to do anything with him.
Well, no, you're not. That's obvious now.
Right. Well, no, even before that, before that, I wasn't going to do anything with him.
You telling him I like sucking.
Dude, I'm not going to do anything with a kid. I really wasn't.
You've already went to prison for it.
Uh-huh.
You were told his age, and then you met up with him. After
I never met up with him.
No, you were going to. I'm here now instead. He was supposed to be here right now.
I was going to meet up with him, but it was not like I was going to do anything with him.
Yeah, but do you understand as a sex offender what that means?
Dude, I don't want to get in trouble.
I understand that.
And I wouldn't have done anything with him. I wanted to talk to him. That's all.
Then why did you say I like sucking? Why did you say I'm 6 inches? Why did you say I like BJs? If it was just going to be to talk about nothing sexual, why did you say these things to him?
Because he asked.
Okay, so how old are you? 50s, how old?
59.
59 years old. So at 59 years old, you think it's appropriate to say to a 50-year-old boy?
No, I don't. Dude,
okay.
I don't.
Okay, good. That's good. So why did you?
I don't know.
Then why'd you come here and meet after that?
Because he wanted to meet. That's why I just didn't. I wouldn't have done anything with him. I really wouldn't have.
Well, I'm starting to understand. I'm seeing that you're saying that, but when I read these things, it makes it hard for me to believe that. Right?
I would not have done anything with him. Trust me.
Okay. So when you got with this, tell me about this kid that you had went to prison for. What happened with that? How long did you know him before you met him?
I met him on Grindr. We talked.
Grindr.
Again, yes.
Dude.
I know.
How did people find out about that?
His girlfriend turned it in.
He had a girlfriend?
I guess so.
Or a mom? Or a sister?
A girlfriend.
A girlfriend turned it in?
Yes. Dude, I'm not going to get in trouble with this, right?
If we have an honest conversation, and I can walk away from this knowing that you're not going to talk to another boy, then...
I'm not going to talk to another boy, trust me.
Okay. Where do you work at?
Grand Bay Moving.
How long you worked there?
Since I got out of prison.
I mean, this kid does not even look years old.
Well...
That kid must have just turned maybe 14.
I don't know.
And these are the pictures where you call cute. Well after the fact of him telling you he was 15.
He's a cute kid.
Do you tell a child that? I would never tell a child that. I would maybe tell your parent, hey, you got a cute kid. If the kid was a baby little girl or a boy, like, hey, that's a cute child you have. But as a young age boy?
I wasn't going to do anything with him, dude. I really wasn't.
I'm trying to have a hard time. I'm having a hard time believing that because of what these messages say.
Trust me, I would not have done anything with him.
Was a cute pic you sent last night. Have a good night. It's okay. And then I see where he says, do you want to hang out? And you over and over say, we're just going to talk. We're just going to talk. But then he says, could you hang out? You say, maybe. I said, I'm leaving school at 4. Can't do anything sexual. You're too young. Can hope you understand that. But I know your age to talk to a gay man. He said, I would never. Right. And you kept that up for a little bit. And then he says, down here, I guess I was trying to figure something out, whatever it was. He says, so maybe down the park from the road.
He was trying to tell me he wanted to do something. I said, I don't know.
Okay, I'm reading that. I see that.
Right. And I would not have done anything with him. I wouldn't have, dude. I really wouldn't have.
But why'd you come here? Don't tell me just to talk, because that you understand how bad that is.
Dude, that's exactly why, though.
Partner. I need to have that camera facing us just because I need to know that I'm safe at all times and you're safe at all times.
You're safe and I'm safe. And
hey,
I wouldn't have done anything with it.
Just make sure that camera's over here just so we know. I need to know
I
this.
can't go to jail with you. I can't.
Okay,
Okay.
I understand that.
I would
And you
never
may,
have
and
done anything.
maybe what is said in here, maybe you don't go to jail. I don't know that, but you got to. But again, I need to. If you've been arrested for this, 2016, you talked to this guy today.
Yep.
You've been flagged in my system between the time you got out of prison and today.
Because somebody tried to hit me up and I stopped it.
When was this?
I don't know. It's been a while ago. It's been quite a while ago.
How many times has this happened?
Once or twice, maybe. I don't know.
And you
I
didn't
don't
pursue
know.
them?
I did not.
Sorry, I
pursue
didn't
them.
mean to touch you
I
right
did
there.
not pursue them.
Okay. This is the first person you've met up with.
I never met up with them.
No, you tried to.
I didn't try to. I was going to come here and meet him, yes, but it has nothing to do with
Didn't you? Then tell me what your thought process was during this. Tell me you weren't in the back of your mind thinking, I've been to prison for this. I could be in a lot of trouble just for meeting him.
I was.
So if you're thinking about, if I'm just gonna go talk to them, is it worth my freedom?
No, it's not, bud. I mean, I was not going to do anything with the kid. I really wasn't.
The messages say so much. This paints a different story, right? Right where you're saying, so put yourself in my shoes, okay? I read these messages. It says he talks about GJs as a 15-year-old boy, sexually active. They're going to do that.
Right.
You say I like BJs. He says, how big are you? You respond 6 inches. How big are you? And then he says about the same. You say nice. He says, have you ever given a? You say yes. You're talking sexually. And then you say I like sucking dick.
Right.
So I mean,
dude, I'm not. I wouldn't have done anything with him. I swear to God. I swear to God, I would not have done anything with him.
I'm trying to believe you. Okay, I am.
Well, I definitely wouldn't have. I know that.
You wouldn't have hurt him?
No, fuck no.
Okay. Have you ever been to jail before anything else?
No.
I don't know what the hell's going on. These sirens have been going on nonstop. On my way here, I heard sirens on that side of town, sirens over here. Where were you? Did he said something about going back to his mom's house. He says, what was your response to that? Let's talk first?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk.
We'll talk first?
Well, yeah, I didn't want to, I'm not going back to his house, and I wouldn't have done anything with him anyway. That's not what I was, no. That's not what I was doing.
Then why'd you show up? Tell me that. Don't tell me
to
to
talk to the kid. I mean, I know what it is to be gay and not out or whatever. I mean, I know that.
What were you going to say to him? Tell me that.
Just telling.
What were you going to encourage?
It's okay to be gay.
It's okay. It's totally okay to be gay.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I would have never done anything with him sexually. Swear to God. On my mother's life, dude. I'm not.
What if you got to see him meeting him and he was very mature for his age and he wanted to?
I'm not a pedophile, dude. I'm not a pedophile, dude.
Okay.
I made a mistake years ago. I just didn't want him to meet somebody that would have.
Yeah, of course. We'd be bad.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I didn't want him to
So why didn't you call the police and tell them what he was doing? So he could have gotten legal trouble or talked to by the police and scared into it that way.
I don't know. I just didn't think about that part of it. It kind of.
Well, you think that would have been the better course of action?
Well, more than likely, probably yes.
Because I mean, if the family were to show up here today, I don't think they'd be listening to you right now.
Right. Well,
do you think they would?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not. I would not have done anything to him. I'll block him and be done with it.
So I want you to answer this question. If you were outside of this and you said a 59-year-old man said these things to a 15-year-old boy, then he made the intent to show up and meet the boy for talk. That's it. But you don't know these people.
Right.
What do you think should happen to that guy?
Hopefully nothing, but I mean.
You don't think anything should happen to that guy? As a 60-year-old man. I'm not talking about you right now. I'm talking about any other situation.
Depends on the situation. Depends on how you are as far as a person goes.
Okay.
Because I'm not a pedophile that would be. I wanted to talk to him.
You keep telling me that. So his girlfriend found you back in 2018. How did that start on Grindr? I may have interrupted you, and that's my fault. Go ahead and tell me that story, so I know exactly what happened with them.
He talked to me for several weeks. Wanted to meet. He wanted me to bring him lunch. I brought him lunch. We messed around a little bit, and that's where, I got in trouble.
That's a very short story. Tell me, you met on Grindr.
Uh-huh.
You guys talked for how long?
A few weeks.
All day, here and there?
Here and there, off and on. And he...
What were you doing back then for like work?
Same thing.
You're still at the same place?
No, different place.
Okay. And how did that go? Keep going. I want to know the whole story so I can judge this.
Well, I went to meet him.
And I know everything, so I want to know from your mouth.
Went to meet him, brought him Burger King. We messed around and he left the car and then, yeah.
You guys in Burger King parking lot?
No, at the school.
At the school?
Yeah.
His school?
Yes.
Central High School?
No. West Senior High.
West Senior High?
Yes.
I knew it was one of the two, I didn't know which one.
Yeah.
So, why on earth did you go on school grounds? That had to have hurt your work case.
Well, I'm sure it did. And it was because...
What was this kid going through?
I don't know.
It wasn't like this situation?
No.
This kid was just already gay, wanting to hook up?
Uh-huh.
Or bisexual, I should say.
Right.
But he had a girlfriend.
It was a girlfriend. I don't know if it was a girlfriend.
So he told somebody is what's happened?
I guess so, yeah.
They didn't see it happen clearly, did they?
No.
Did anybody see that you know of?
No.
And she told the police, or she told his parents?
She told the school, and the school got the whole police, and yeah.
Mm. So what?
And I was under the impression he was 18, because that's what he told me.
But you showed up at a high school.
Which you can be 18 at high school.
Very rarely.
Well, I was 18 when I graduated.
Was he a senior?
Yeah.
The kid was a senior.
Well, he was supposed to be a senior, but no, he was not.
I was going to say, there wasn't. What I read, it was not a senior.
No.
How did the jail go for that?
Huh?
How did you go to jail and then get out, bond out? How did that go?
Bond out. I went to jail and went to prison.
How long were you in jail before you went to prison?
I don't know. Months.
Months?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they not give you a bond? Or it was just too high, or what was it? It was just too high.
Yeah.
And what happened with that situation? Like, so when you went to prison, how'd that go? What was your sentence?
2.5 years, 2.5 to 10.
2.5 to 10?
Yeah.
And how long did you serve?
Oh my God. I'm going to jail, aren't I?
I don't know. I don't even know if they're for us. That's
Maybe they are
McPherson.
for us.
I'm not sure.
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
Good to see you, sir.
What are you doing today?
So this is he's a registered sex offender. I was contacted. He's trying to meet up with a 8-year-old. Was it correct?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know so just tell me the age.
Yeah, yes.
So what are you doing here? Why did you show up here?
To talk to him.
Okay. What else?
Nothing else.
He does claim it was to talk. He did say that later in the message it was just to talk, but they did talk about, what else did you guys talk about?
The size of your dick. Likeness, whatever.
This conversation came to me. He says it was to talk, but...
I swear to God, that's all it was. I mean, I'm not...
And he's been honest with me. He hasn't...
Do you have the messages there?
Huh?
Yeah, messages are right here from start to finish.
Cool, thanks. How'd you come into contact with each other?
Grinder.
Okay.
Over to text after that?
Yes. You know, he gave me his phone number to text him.
Okay. Was there much? Can you just keep your hands out of your pockets?
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
Thanks. No, you're good.
He doesn't have anything. He told me he doesn't have anything on him, so...
Okay, do you mind if I check your pockets? You have anything in them?
No.
Okay. Just change and what's that? Car
My
keys? IPL?
car keys.
Okay. Just wallet and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no issue with you keeping them in there. You can keep your hands in your pockets if you want. Okay.
As you can imagine,
I wasn't going to do anything with him.
and listen, did I not just tell him that you came here to talk? Okay, I
Yes.
told him that, right?
Uh-huh.
As a part of my job, I have no choice but to call local law enforcement before I even come to show you up,
Nice,
pick you up.
cigarette.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's fine. You can smoke. Just later.
you might mind giving me one of those, would you?
Hell no. Yeah.
There they are.
Message from point 1231632861.
What do you mean when you're playing aggravation, or what is that?
It was a game.
Board game.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I see them.
Do you believe in God?
Of course I do.
I don't know what's going to happen today. I really don't. But what I will say is, we've had this conversation. When no matter what happens today, in the future, when somebody reaches out and they say, is your freedom worth that?
No.
You need to immediately shut that down. Block that number immediately.
I have.
But you didn't today, and that's what put you in this position right now.
Right.
I don't like meeting you guys. I've met monsters, okay? So
I'm not a monster.
I know you're not coming off
I
like
made a mistake years ago, and that was
Look, you
that
don't-
was a
you-
mistake.
So there's something clear. It looks like the texts are like there's no text with a plan. Right?
No.
I just want to make sure I missed it.
to me here.
Yeah.
At the
There's plans-
bottom.
There's a plan to meet here.
Yes, but no plan
No
to have sexual
sex,
activity.
no
No,
plan.
they just talk
No.
sexual back and forth.
Okay. I saw this comments about sucking.
Yeah,
And stuff.
size and things like that.
Okay. Okay. Let me make a phone call.
Yeah, of course.
Just wait out here for me, sir. Don't go in your car.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. There's times where these guys, they don't arrest.
Right.
Okay? At least you were smart enough to not have the charged conversation right before you came here.
Right.
But again, never again, man. Never again. If I say I meet you here 2 years from now,
Right.
they will lock you up. Now, as part of your sex offender registry, are you allowed to talk to children?
Probably not. No.
You're not allowed to?
I don't.
I'm not bringing that up to the cop. I'm just asking you.
I'm sure. I'm sure I'm not supposed to, but I mean,
Okay.
I made a bad decision again
Look,
to
man,
talk to somebody, but I was not going to do anything to somebody. I told him that.
and listen, you might, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is, you were flagged in my system before, so when I seen this today, I had to come speak to you.
Right.
So it wasn't like this is a one-off. This is you spoke to somebody before.
And I blocked him.
Okay.
And
Otherwise, I would have met you before, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, I'm not.
I'm not out here to ruin people's lives, man. I'm just out here to protect the kids.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
And I
Well-
hope you can respect that.
Well,
Do you have kids?
yeah, I do.
So wouldn't you hope that if there was a 6-year-old man trying to be with I would show up?
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm getting arrested.
Not sure that you don't know that. They're very iffy about this type of shit.
Well,
If there's no case, there's no arrest. Obviously, nothing major is going on right now. They wouldn't all be here for a nonviolent conversation. There's just nothing going on, clearly. I know half of these guys. The only reason that, if this was all that happened in your life, I think you're 100% not getting arrested today. But with being on with your offense, that's what the question mark is for you right now. And I don't know that answer. You would know that answer. You should smoke Marlboro Reds, by the way. How old are your kids?
26 and 32.
You talk to them?
A little bit.
A little bit.
My daughter was like a girlfriend that I got pregnant. And 6 months later, found out that she was pregnant.
No fucking way.
After we broke up, yeah.
You got your daughter pregnant?
No.
Okay, say that again.
My girlfriend
Okay.
was pregnant
Okay.
after we broke up.
You had a kid
Six
okay.
months later, she
Okay.
tells me she's pregnant.
You scared out of me right there. Oh,
no.
okay.
Fuck no.
Okay. So you haven't really seen that child.
Originally I started to, but then it didn't work so well.
What about your
And
son?
then My son was with my ex-wife.
Don't have a relationship or what?
We have, but he hates me.
Is he grown now?
Well, 26.
26.
Yeah.
Does he hate you because of this?
No.
No?
No, it's just other shit that,
Why?
I didn't put his boat in my fucking garage.
That's it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Man,
And his mother talked shit about me for a long time.
that'll do it. That'll do it. When you were, you had to have been wondering, I should not meet this kid.
I was.
Why didn't you listen to that?
I don't know. I just wanted to talk to the kid and say, hey.
Why didn't you pick up the phone call?
I don't know.
That would have saved you from all this.
I just didn't want him to like meet somebody that would.
Why didn't you pick up the phone and call?
I don't know. But I really don't know. I don't know.
Because you got to understand what this looks like from an outside perspective. It's what you got to look at right now.
Right. I know.
Okay. So, Larry, I don't know what you're thinking coming out here to meet a 15-year-old boy to just hang out or whatever you say you are.
Well, I just wasn't.
That's not going in your favor. You're already registered sex offender. Coming out to meet a 15-year-old boy at a park. Can you understand how that looks?
I know. It doesn't look like right
Okay.
for sure. I know. I understand that.
Okay. On our end, the facts presented to me they can't articulate an arrest today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a report and send it over to our prosecutor's office on you today, okay? So that's how it's going to work. You can't do this.
Well, I
Like,
know
if this
that.
be-
I mean,
Uh,
I know where it could have went with him with somebody. I want him to know, I guess.
you know what?
Not to do this. Not to do.
As
well-
being a registered sex offender, is he allowed to meet up with other children?
Allowed to meet up with other children?
Yeah, like just come meet up random girl. Is that allowed?
Consenting.
If
like,
it's consenting, it's allowed.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's not trying to accost them for immoral
No,
purposes.
I
Yeah.
wasn't
The
doing that.
section doesn't count as that.
It's not enough to make an arrest right now.
Okay.
There'd have to be more of a plan, right?
Yeah.
Or a designated like our last one we were on.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was
More
real
intentions.
bad.
Yeah.
I was not even coming to heaven. I wasn't.
Okay. Well, what you're doing, you're really on the line.
Right.
I mean, if if you would have sent a different text or articulated a different way,
Right.
for sure you'd be going to jail today.
Right.
But it's not that way.
Right.
And I'm thankful for you, but this is not okay. So, do you have your ID on you, just to verify who you are?
Alrighty.
We can talk to you in a minute.
Yeah, so no problem, man. Alright, guys. You get this background drop right here. Alright, guys, this is Traverse City, Michigan. We might not get an arrest today, but you guys can know to keep your kids safe. He says he was coming out to talk today. You guys can be the judge of that and judge how you want. Once you guys see the whole video, you make your judgment on this and what you think he was coming here for today. Obviously, in my mind, you don't talk about guys, you don't talk about shit and then go to meet the kid, just have a talk when you can pick up the phone and have that conversation. So to me, honestly, I being a registered sex offender, I kind of did expect an arrest, but it is what it is. We'll be back in a second. So I get it. Didn't he articulate it differently?
Yeah, that's just.
He was too careful. Everybody's being careful now.
Yeah, that's just how it works. We just need articulable, reasonable facts.
Right.
That we can.
So if he said, "Can we do something today?" and he said, "We're just going to talk," he keeps saying that, he's going to get himself out of this every time.
Maybe not every time. It just depends on each case, right? Our last one we had was
guy
was good because obviously I show up on scene and I talk to him and he just tells me that he was there to do it. I'm like, okay, that's simple.
Right.
And then the text he was planning on.
Yep.
committing
That guy
immoral acts.
definitely did
Yeah.
real bad.
We just need more.
This is more of the fact that even if he's not arrested, at least the community will know.
Yeah.
This
No, I mean, there's
guy's-
people out there, and I mean, I say you and I know, but there's only one reason why is he coming to a park community.
Yeah, only one
I don't
reason.
know.
He was just being
But-
careful because of all the shit going on with
Sure.
us already. You
Yeah.
know, as soon as he
So-
see me, they know.
Yeah.
They know I'm after him.
Yeah,
So
there's not a ton of people that post.
no, they're
about
being
this,
very
so-
careful now. So
Yeah, so that's where we're at. I appreciate. Do you have my info still to send me the
Yeah.
chats? And we'll still send a report over.
you want me to send you all this?
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
could,
yeah.
just our prosecutor likes to see it for reports. And I don't need the full video unless there's more before that like was super.
No, he pretty much
helpful.
kept that same shit. He told me that he did talk to others between the time he got out of prison and today.
Okay.
He did tell me that. He didn't tell me about sex. I basically told me about what he did to go get sent to prison a couple years ago, and you know, he basically just being careful. He wanted to get to this kid and make sure he wasn't a cop, and then he was going to do what he's going to do.
Yeah.
You know, like that's obvious. We all know that.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
and I'm sure
that's where just the difference. Like
the community will know that.
Yeah.
You know, but from you guys, you got to be.
Of
course.
Arrest, I have to go off facts, not.
Of course.
I hope we didn't waste your time, right?
No, it's not a waste of time. It's just it's just we need more, just a little bit more info to articulate and rest.
Of course.
I had that feeling going into this one.
Yeah.
You know?
So I wish we had more. I mean,
He's like, you know, I got to call the police. I feel like for something like this with a registered sex offender. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the law, that's not on you at all. It's just the law, the way it's written. But I feel like a sex offender that talks sexual to a minor, then meets up with them, I feel like that should be a law.
No,
you know what I mean?
His comments are inappropriate for sure.
Yeah.
It's just there was no.
Because as long as he plays that card,
yeah,
I'm gonna just talk to you,
Yeah.
just to get you here, make sure you're real.
Yeah.
Then I can do whatever I want. It's pretty much he's free reign. You know, it's sucks. I got nothing bad to say against Traverse City Police Department. They were here like that. We called them. They came right here. I knew this guy was going to be a pain in the ass to talk to, so I kind of cut it short and just had him come right out here. Basically, the way the law is written, that these guys are more than welcome to get on the phone with the kid and tell them that I will talk to you, I will talk to you, I will talk to you when I see you. As long as they don't talk about making an actual act, they can get away with this shit. And that's why we need to go as high as we need to go. We need to make a fuss about this shit and eventually get the laws changed to where if a registered sex offender that just in 2016 went to the high school in Traverse City, put whatever they did, kid or whatever he had done, this is not even 10 years ago. He can be a on the registry and then talking about sucking your old kid and then come out here and meet that kid and drive away. It's not these police officers' fault, because if they make an arrest, the way the law is written, they're going to get off. And they know that. So they can't just arrest people for that shit. But if we make a big enough fuss and eventually get up high enough, we can make that law change, because that law needs to be changed. A registered sex offender that has been immoral acts with them should never, ever, ever be allowed to be in the run like this without being arrested and sent right back to prison. That's just my opinion. I'm sure you guys that follow me are going to feel the same way. But that's a wrap for this one right here, guys. It didn't end in an arrest. I wish it would have. I wish that guy got sent to prison. And we're just going to put it out there, and you guys can make the judgment after you guys. If you guys want to see the whole video, make sure you guys go over to the YouTube. If you want to see the unedited video, completely untouched except for personal information taken out, make sure you guys sub to the locals, which at this moment right now, still under construction. It's going to be live soon. You can go follow the page, Pred Task Force. Same as YouTube, Pred Task Force. You can follow the page, and as soon as these videos go live, if you're subscribed, you can get access to them all and be able to see the arrest records, be able to see these guys' mugshots, their full and last names, everything. Unfortunately, on most social medias, we cannot put that information on there if we want to keep our channels up, okay, guys? So we got to be very careful about how we do this. But that's about it, guys. You guys go to YouTube, see the full-length video, see what he had to say today, and then you make your decision. If you just think he was here for immoral acts, I know how I feel about this. I'm pissed off that the way that the law is written. It's not at these officers are great. These guys, if there was a way to arrest these guys and charge these guys, trust me, he was going to jail today. It's not their fault. It's the way the law is written. So the law needs to be changed. Once that law is changed, these guys go to jail every single time for this bullshit. So that's it for today, guys. We're going to continue the hunt. These guys are just going to keep showing up. They can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. So we'll be all over the place. I'm incredibly upset with the way that the law is written in Michigan right now. That's really all that comes down to it. But we kind of knew we weren't going to get an arrest because of that one small thing. We were hoping for one, but we needed to come talk to the guy, because our job as investigative journalists is to find people that are attacking our children, preying on our children, and then expose those people to the community. That's our job, okay? If we can get an arrest and send them to prison, that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is we expose them to you guys so you can keep your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your family members away from these monsters. And that's really all there is to it, guys. All right? I love you guys, man. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys comment, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the locals, follow us on social media. If you guys want to help further this cause, all you got to do is go to the link in the bio. All your information's right there. We put up a GoFundMe because this is very expensive work, guys. We go through phones, travel, gas, food, equipment. we want to have money in a cushion in case we get in trouble one day for shit that we didn't even do because we're just showing up here. There's no promises in this work. It can be extremely rewarding, but it can be extremely dangerous. So guys, yeah, there is a way out there that you can fund to help us fund this, and we can just keep chasing these guys down. That's what we want to do full time, because this needs to be done full time. All right, this needs to be done full time. We are full time. We're on the phone with these guys all day, every day, trying to get these guys to meet and put them in prison. That's the goal. So I love you guys, man. We're gonna be on to the next one. I'll see you guys soon. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys comment, make sure you guys subscribe. I love you guys. Let's go.